Okay, fine. Good morning, everyone. So I think we should start now. Okay, in the last class, that is a Friday, we have discussed assignments. Okay, so any question on that assignments? Anyone? Any confusion? Any doubt if you have? Because that was very important. We have discussed the concept of uh, count of a star, how to find duplicates and all those things. Those things are very important. I'll show you the assignment once again. So this is what we have discussed. Okay. Hope this is clear. Any questions on this?
Yes, I have doubt on that. To
Mhm.
find the overall topper, I think sixth one, I
Find the
guess.
topper.
No, not this.
Yeah, one question was there to find overall topper. Yes. Yeah, fifth one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's start with this. Start this. Okay. Before that, one thing I want to highlight here. So, gender, family. Guys, these are the topics which we have covered. Okay, and this makes a good base. Now it is your task to do some to practice the questions, especially my assignment questions and all those things. And these are the remaining topics, and these are like some of the important topics. Okay, so from now onwards we will give more stress on problem solving aspects. So far we have solved the problem, we have done the assignments and all those things, but down the line we will give more we will concentrate more on problem solving. Okay, so be regular. That is what I can tell you from my end. So the otherwise you will feel lost. Okay, perfect. Okay, hope my voice is audible and my screen is visible. Anyone can confirm?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so this is the question. Write a SQL query to find the overall topper. So before that, let me create this table. Table has been created and we have inserted the records as well. Let me show you. So this is the table and data record and all those things is present in front of you. Okay, now the question is to find the overall topper. So before that, what is the meaning of this overall topper? What is the meaning of this? Suppose in your department, suppose you're working in studying in electronics department, and if I will ask that who is the overall topper, maybe in electronics in particular semester, third semester, you have 6 subjects, right? So maybe topper of each and every subject will be different, but there will be someone who is the overall topper. So what is the meaning of that?
I think the individual students who got average mark,
Average mark? No, that is
a
not the
combination of physics and chemistry.
Yeah. So means after adding all the subject marks of individual students who has got the
Yes,
high, right?
yeah, exactly.
That's the concept, no? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So what I understand is if someone is asking me that, okay, tell me the overall topper. So first of all, I will pick individual student. Like we have A here. I will add this 90 plus 95. So I will tell that, okay, A has scored 185. Correct. This is the way.
Yeah.
And then you will pick, okay, now we have B. So what is the total marks scored by B? So you will add this two and you will tell this is 165. Is this the way you will follow, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then C has attended only physics, so 90 is the total marks here is scored. And for D, the total marks is scored is the sum of this 165. And then from this you will check which one is the maximum. So you will observe that, okay, 185 is the maximum. So you will tell that A is the topper. Correct. This is the process we will follow to find the overall topper. Correct. Any question on this? First of all, tell me on this manual analysis. Anyone, any question, please? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So whenever you are getting any question, because these questions what we are solving so far are simple only, but down the line you will see some complicated questions. Those who are going through my LinkedIn post, you will see that some of the questions are complicated, tough questions. So how you will proceed? So whenever you are getting any SQL query or question, first of all, do some manual analysis that if I have to find a solution without SQL, how I will find it out. Okay. And then you have to translate that flow chart as per the manual analysis in SQL query. That is the process you should follow. So this is what I have told you, that if someone will tell me to find the overall topper, what I will do, I will take each and every student. I will sum the marks scored by that particular student in each and every subject. And then out of that, I will find who has scored the highest mark. So here 185 is the highest mark. It has been scored by A. So I will tell that, okay, A is the topper. Hope this is clear. So the first task is to calculate the sum of marks for each and every student, right? So what I will do here, I will write select name, comma, sum of marks from a student, right?
Yes.
That's all. Anything else I have to add?
Group by.
Group by. Why I have to add group by?
Because we have followed name followed by some aggregation take place.
Sum is there. So that is why I have to mention here group by. In the last class, in very detail, I have told you why group by is required. That's very, very, very core concept, why group by is required. Please go through that who have missed that. Okay, or let me know if you want me to repeat that again, I can repeat, but that was very important concept, guys.
I think even you have posted in LinkedIn also.
Correct. I think day before yesterday I have posted on LinkedIn. That is something different, that in aggregate functions, why we cannot use where, we have to use having. So that is again very important core concept. And in my weekend class, I have discussed that in detail yesterday. If you will get a chance to look into that yesterday recording, I have discussed that in detail. Okay, why we need that having and all those things. Perfect. So fine. So whenever you're using any aggregate function, what are the aggregate function? Count, max, minimum, sum, average. These are known as aggregate functions. Whenever you are using any aggregate functions in the select clause, this is known as select clause. After select, whatever you are writing, that is known as select clause. So whenever you are using any aggregate function and any other column apart from aggregate function, here apart from aggregate function, what column you have used name, so that column must be written after group by, correct? And I have discussed with you the reason for this in the Friday or Thursday class, I remember. Okay, but even if someone wants to know that Tanvir, why this group by is required, why I have to write this, why if I will write select name comma sum of marks from a student, why this will not give the output, so you can let me know, I will repeat that. Okay. Okay, so this is the output. Do you think name is sorted?
No.
No. So what I have to do?
Order by.
Order by. Order by name. Okay. But do you think this will be executed, because already we have used group by, so this will allow me to use order by?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. Guys, there is no restriction in order by. Okay, you can use this wherever you want. Do you think that name is sorted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now suppose here if I will tell you that I want to sort this, assume I will tell you that I want to sort this based on the marks, that the highest mark should be displayed at the top, then second highest, third highest, and then like that. So what you will write in order by?
Order by marks.
Sum of marks. Very good. Order by sum of marks, because now you want to sort based on this sum of marks column. Is this fine?
Yeah, fine.
But this is in which order? Ascending order or descending
Ascending
order?
order.
Ascending.
Order. But if you want this to be in descending order, what you will do?
D, yes.
You will write D, S, C.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me run this. Now you can see it has been sorted in descending order. So from this example, what I want to explain is order by. Don't think that order by can be used only with the column name. You can use this with aggregate functions as well. Your wish. Any question on this? Any question?
No, sir.
No question. Okay. This is one thing. But okay, now come back to the main question. I am repeating, guys. Now onwards, the concepts will be a little bit complicated because I will be mixing 2 to 3 keywords in one query. So try to understand. If you're getting stuck, if it is confusing you, let me know. I will repeat that. Okay. Now coming to the original question of calculating the overall topper. So this is what we have seen so far, that okay, B has a score total 165, C has a scored 90 total, A has a scored 185 total, and D has a scored 165. Okay, this is done. After this, what you will do?
Max.
After this,
We need to find the maximum mark.
you have to find the maximum of this, correct? No?
Yeah.
What you have to find?
Maximum marks.
Maximum of this marks. Okay. So for that, what you can do, try to understand this. 2 to 3 ways are there. So first of all, I will tell you the very straightforward way. Okay. From this query, you have to find the maximum of which column? This column?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. You have to find maximum of this column. So we will use alias. Have I taught you alias? Okay. If I have not taught you, don't worry. This is known as alias. Alias is, the meaning of alias is, for the sum of marks column, I want this to be displayed in this format, total marks. So now you can see the sum of marks is displayed by this name, total marks. So this is known as alias. Hope this is clear. I will tell you what is the use of this, but just now just understand that alias means whenever you are using and whenever you are assigning a new name to a column, that is known as alias. Any question on this?
No.
No question. So now what I am trying to do here, I am writing some query here. Who will explain me what I am trying to do from this query? I'm not bothered you are going to give me the correct answer or incorrect answer. Just apply your brain, and whatever thought is coming, just share. I want you to think. Yeah, tell me what is happening here.
Actually, within that bracket, execute first, then the above one will execute.
Perfect. Very good. This is known as subquery. This is known as subquery. We will study, there are two types of subquery, independent and correlated. We will discuss that. Okay. But right now, just understand, whenever you are using one query inside another query, that is known as subquery. Okay, so this is known as subquery. Okay, now from this query, what I'm trying to tell to SQL engine, that SQL first of all execute the inner query. The query which is in brackets, open and close bracket, is known as inner query. So this is an inner query. So I'm telling to SQL engine that first of all execute this inner query. Okay, so SQL has executed this inner query and this is the output. Fine. After that, in the outer query, I am telling that the result what you have received from the inner query, in that tell me what is the maximum of total marks. That's what I've written, maximum of total marks from where, from this inner query. Let me run this.
I think bracket has placed it wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah, that open bracket is.
Oh, correct. Yeah. This is correct now. So 185 is the maximum marks. Correct, no?
Yeah.
185 is the maximum marks. But who has scored this?
A.
A. So how you will come to know that A has scored? You don't have that information, right?
Yeah.
Let me write here name. If I will use this name, this will throw error message now.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a single group by function. Why? Because you are using aggregate function and then you have to use group by. But if I will use group by, that will not make any sense here. So maximum marks you have scored is how much? 185. Now the next question is, okay, fine. We understood that 185 was the maximum marks, but who has scored this, that we don't know. Correct? This is clear?
Yeah, clear.
That we don't know that who has scored this maximum marks. So now what you can do here is, we got the output. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
So, but what I have done here, try to understand. Okay. First of all, concentrate till here. Here, what I'm telling, that I want the name and sum of marks. That is total marks from a student, group by name, where having sum of marks in. Okay. So after this, when I have executed this query, so this query has given me the maximum marks, no? So 185
Yeah.
was the maximum marks. Same query I have copied. Okay. So if you see this query, this is exactly same as the previous query. This query is exactly same as this query. So now the output of this is 185. So now this 185 I'm using in this query, and I'm telling that where sum of marks is 185, give me that student name. So this query will give you the student name whose total marks is 185. So output is A has scored this maximum marks 185, because when I'm executing this query, when I'm executing this query, this is giving me the total marks is 185. Now from this outer query, I am telling that I want that student name whose total marks, having sum of marks, whose total marks is 185. Correct? This marks. So now this will be the output, that A has scored total 185. Is this clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Dhanya, Prasad, is this clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
So this is like nested subquery. You have used one query inside another query to get the output for this. Now, one more thing I want to discuss here. by name. Okay, so this is the output for the same question. This is the output. From this, you have got that, okay, B has scored 165, C has scored 90, A has scored 185, D has scored 165. Now, the same question you can solve by another method, because maybe this will seem some complicated that you have used 3 to 4 queries, 2 inner queries and all those things. Okay. Now, there is one more technique, but you should know all the techniques, how to solve it. Okay. There is one more technique to this. What is that? Okay, first of all, hope this query is clear. You understood this, right? Okay. Now, on this, what I will do, I will use a new function that is known as row number. I will tell you what this will do. No, we cannot use this here. I've written some query here. Okay, and I will explain you what is happening. On keyword not found. Found is there, no? What happened? Why this was throwing error message? Oh, okay. Got it. Keyword not found where expected. Name is there. Total marks is there. Spelling is correct. Comma, row number over partition by name. Order by total mark descending from. Not sure why this is giving error message. 100. This is running, but why this is throwing error message? Number partition by name ordered by total marks descending row from this from expected. I need to check why this is throwing error message. I'm not sure why this is happening, but this should accept this row number function as far as I know. Okay, I will check this, guys, why this is throwing. Let me check the syntax. Syntax is correct only. They should not throw this error message. Over partition by ID order value. This is the syntax, but I think in syntax, I think syntax is correct only. Partition by name order by value order by total marks descending. Should not throw error message. This is coming because of this only. It's coming here, but if I'm using this row number, row score number, partition by name order by row from, this is throwing error message. Okay, this alias, it is not taking. but you should take that alias. Okay. That is considering, oh, sorry. That is the reserved keyword. No, that is why this is coming. Okay, got it. Fine. Partition by name. Leave this partition by name. This should be executed. Okay, now I have executed this query. Okay, now from this query you got this output. So you have one new column, row underscore name. Can you think and tell me what is the use of this? What this is doing here? Come on, who will tell me?
Yeah, using that we can find the maximum mark we have scored.
Maximum not. Just tell me that what is the use of this row underscore n? What is the why I haven't done this, or why this 1 2 3 4 is coming here? Who will explain this?
Created a new column with the serial number.
Perfect. I have created a new column. This row underscore n is the new column, and then you have a serial number 1 2 3 4. Now the question is why this one has been assigned to 185, then 2 has been assigned to 165, then 3 has been assigned to 165, and 4 has been assigned to 90. What is the reason? Can you think and tell me?
Yeah, based on that order by.
Very good. I have mentioned order by total marks descending. So I'm telling that first of all, sort the total marks in descending order and then give the sequence. Row number means sequence. So it will first of all, it will do the sorting of total marks, right? In descending order. And then it is giving the serial number that, okay, 185 is at the top because you have mentioned order by total marks descending. So this is 1 2 3 4. Okay, you understood the power of this row number. This will create a new column and it will give a serial number. But how that serial number will be assigned based on this order by whatever you are writing here. Suppose if I will write order by total marks, that's all. I will not give descending. So what will happen, guys? Come on, what will happen?
Mark will be in ascending.
It has changed. Now the least one, because I have mentioned order by total marks ascending. So the least one is with serial number 1. 165 with 2, 165 with 3, 185 by 4. So based on this order by clause, you can handle the serial number. So is this clear or not?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Clear? Okay. Now how this will help us? How this will help us to solve that problem of getting the overall topper? So far this is clear. Now from this, which record you want?
First one.
First row. Correct? No, you want this first row. So what you will write? Where row under, you see row underscore n, this is an alias.
Alias.
This is an alias. Okay, this is user defined. Whatever name you want, you can give, but you should not give the reserved keyword. Earlier, what was happening? I have written here ROW row. Okay, and this was throwing error message. Why? Because ROW is a reserved keyword of SQL. You cannot use reserved keyword as an alias. That's why this error message was coming. You all have noticed that, right? So apart from reserved keyword, you can write any word whatever you want as an alias. So I've written row n. So this is a new column. 1 2 3 4 is a value. Now in this you are telling that to find the overall topper, I want the first record. So what should be the filter condition in this query?
Yeah, outside that subquery, we need to mention where condition.
Very good. So you will write here where this value is equal to 1. Correct? No, row n is equal to 1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's why you can write that, okay, the output of this, I want this to be equal to 1. Now let me execute this. Window function. Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it. That's what I want to show you here. 1 minute. Let me explain this first of all. See, we got an error message here that window function are not allowed here. Okay, why? Because this is a window function. This is a window function, and I'm using this window function in filter in where clause to filter the records is equal to 1, because we want that first record, right? Let me show you that output again. I want the first record, RON is equal to 1. So that is what I want the output of this, where it is equal to 1. Then only I will get this record. So that's why I've written this. Okay, but it is throwing error message that window function cannot be used, because the reason is you cannot use this window function here. Okay, you cannot use this here. So first of all, is the problem statement clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Dhanya Prasad, is it clear?
Yeah.
Problem statement?
Yeah.
Okay. Now to solve this, what I will do, let's try to understand here. I think so far it is clear to you all. Okay. So far it is clear. Now to solve this, I will use one more outer query. See what I will do. Name, total marks, comma, when, from, where. Now this is the query which I will execute. Now from this query, what I'm trying to do is, we know that the output of this query, we have got, this is an output, this is the output. Now if you'll see the outer query, what I'm trying to tell that I want name, total marks and row n from this query. Okay, let's do one thing, leave this one. If I will execute this query, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm telling that I want name, total marks and row n column. So this column I want. Okay, from which query? From the output of this inner query. From the output of this query, give me this name, total marks, row n. So that is what, when I'm executing this query is giving me, this is an output and this is coming from this inner query. Is this clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, now how this will be helpful? Now you don't have any window function here, because I have given the name alias for this row n, and that is what I am using here. So now directly what I will do, I will apply filter on this alias. Row n is equal to 1. This is what you were looking for. So now if I will execute this, we'll get the output. You got the first record as an output. Earlier what was happening, I was using directly this filter condition in the where clause. And you cannot use any window function in the where clause. That's why that error message was coming. So now what I have done, I have given an alias to this. And now this alias I'm using in the outer query, and I give a filter condition on top of this alias. So now you got the output that, okay, A has scored 185 and he is the topper. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, this is a concept of window function, and I thought of covering this here. This actually comes here. Where is that row number? Okay. But this was the question, so I thought to answer that I should tell you this, but that's fine. We will cover this again. We will come to this joins. You can solve this using joins as well. Okay, any other question, guys? So was this solution clear? I know this is complicated. I know this is complicated. You can solve this using joins as well, but that is what you have to now concentrate more on the problem statement, and that will give you expertise on SQL. Okay, if no question, then I'm moving to that 17th February assignment. No, this is done. No, 17th February. That union assignment was pending. Where is that? Let me close this. 15th February. I think this we have not discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is pending. So let me cover this one today. So this is the question. First question, I think I have copied here. This was the first question. First of all, try to understand the question, what it is telling. Write a SQL query to fetch the list of teachers teaching in a college. So in a college, you have 3 departments: electronics, mechanical, and civil. Okay. So in electronics, these are the teachers' name: A, B, C, D. and mechanical FGHIJ, and civil KLMNO are the teacher's name. Okay, so in your college you have 3 departments. These are the teacher's name. Now, principal is asking you, principal of that college is asking you that, okay, tell me all the teachers or lecturers name irrespective of department. I just want to know all those teachers who are teaching in my college. How you will solve this query? Actually, I have given this assignment long back when I have taught you that union, union all, intersect, minus, and these all questions are based on those concepts only. I am not sure that you guys have remembered those concepts or not. That's what I am telling again and again. Please keep on revising the concepts. Otherwise, this attending the session will be of no use, to be frank and honest. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I'm okay with that assignment, sir. Actually, in that assignment, I have doubts on 8, 9, and 10. You can check with
Not
this.
only on 8, 9, and 10.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay. Others, okay, not an issue. So, Mokilan, just give me a few minutes. I will cover all these assignments. Okay, these are very important.
Yeah,
Those who
okay.
have not joined, they can also go through the recordings and can understand the solution. So here, what I can write: select name from electronics. Okay. Union. Select name from mechanical. Mechanical spelling is wrong. If I will execute this, now we have discussed that union will give you both the table of view does not exist. That's great. I think I have not scripted this.
In the electronics table creation ID num.
Correct. Okay. So I've used the union operator between electronics and mechanical. So we know that union operator will give you the value which is present in both the tables. So now you can see A, B, C, D, E is there, F, G, H, I, J, A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, E, and then F, G, H, I, J. So you got the total teachers which are teaching electronics and mechanical, but you have one more department, civil. So then you can use one more union. Select name from civil. Okay, let me run this. Let's verify the output. Do you have the list of all the teachers' name? KLMNO, all the teachers' names are here. So this is the benefit of using union, that you can get all the teachers' name here. Okay, any question on this? Okay, no question. So now my question is that instead of union, if I will write union all, what will happen?
Duplicates also will be considered.
Sorry?
Duplicate also will be considered.
Okay, fine, perfect. Union all considers duplicate as well. Perfect, correct answer. But do we have duplicates here?
No,
No, very good. So whether I will use union or union all in this case, output will remain same or it will be different.
same.
It will be exactly same. Let me show you this. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
It's coming duplicate here, no? KLMNO, KLMNO, it is duplicate here. FGHI is again repeating. Any idea what is happening here? You can see FGHI, again FGHI is coming twice. See, FGHI is coming here. Again from here you have FGHI, J. If you see here, KLMNO, and then again you have KLMNO. Why it is happening? Who will explain this? See, Actually, what is happening here? It is executing this first. Okay. Now the output of this is it is executing this, and then it is taking the union all as an output of the previous data as well. And that is why if you're seeing here, it is getting duplicated. The same value is getting duplicated. Now I will do one thing here. I'll show you one more thing here. Okay. Out of this. GHI, JFGHIJ, 1 minute. Mechanical. Oh, no, 1 minute. Mechanical. Duplicate is present there as well. That is why this is also happening. That's what I was thinking. Mechanical. Actually, in this mechanical table, you have, by mistake, I think we have inserted duplicate records from civil. Okay, now. Okay, now let me show you one more thing, some best practices, how you should use that. I'm just running the same query what we have run using union. I'm just replace union to union all, and let's try to understand the output. Do you have the same output? A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Then A, B, C, D, E is present in that electronics table. What is that? A, B, C, D, E, and mechanical F, G, H, I, J. F, G, H, I, J, and then K, L, M, N, O was in the civil. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So union and union all will give you the same result if the data is not duplicate. Hope this is clear. Any question on this?
No.
No. But I will tell you a best practice that when you are using multiple tables in union or union all, how you have to solve it. Okay, but because in few scenarios this will fail and this will give you incorrect result. First of all, any question so far? That we have shown you that you can do this using union and you can do this using union all as well. But don't think that, okay, always whether I write union or I write union all, they both will mean the same. No, it is not like that. This was a special case where the output of union and union all both were same. Why? Because in all these tables, we have distinct records. If you have duplicate records, so output will be different because we know that union all will consider duplicate records as well. Okay, but this was a special scenario. You don't have any duplicates. That's why the output of union and union all is always same. Now, now whenever you're using two or more tables, please remember this is some of the best practices I am telling you. Whenever you're using two or more than two tables and you want to union it, then you should do like this. Select name from. So from this, what I'm telling that the output of this, they give me the output of this. So that's what I'm telling. Select name from this open bracket and close bracket. So I'm telling, so first of all, run this query and what the output you are getting, keep that output in this bucket and show me that result. Let me show you this. Okay. So now you got, this is an output of the first and two table. And then after this, write union all, and then the third table. Always. So from this, it will be easy to analyze the query and in some of the scenarios, so this will always give you the, in all the scenarios, this will give you the correct result. You will not see any duplicates or whatever it may be. Any question on this? So that's what you should know, some of the best practices as well, that how I have to write the query. Okay, I think this is clear. Now moving to the next question. Write a SQL query to fetch the list of teachers who are teaching in both computer science and electronics department. Now in your college, there are few teachers who are teaching in electronics department and computer science department both. So what you have to do?
Intersect.
Sorry?
Intersect.
Very good. You have to use intersect. I think you all have solved this. Anyone who wants me to write query for this question number 2? It's clear?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 3, write a SQL query to update male to female and vice versa. Okay. So here in this query, have you solved this query? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mukilan has solved. Dania, Prasad?
No.
No. Okay. This is an important query from interview perspective as well. Let me explain you this query, what is happening here. Have I taught you update or not? Update,
No.
I think I have not taught you, no? Update is pending. So leave that question. Leave that question, because for that, first of all, I have to explain you what is update and all these things. Leave that one. When I will cover update, I will cover this question as well. Okay. Question number 4, you have attended a party which has both veg and non-veg counters. That is SQL query to display the list of items which are served in both the contests. Okay, is this question, have you guys solved this? Mokilan, I think he has solved. Dhania, Prasad, you want me to explain this? So the first question, what you will do, list of all items which were served in both the counters. I want all the items which were served.
Union.
Sorry. Union, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we will use union here. Very good. List of items which were served at veg counter but not served at non-veg counter. What you will use in this case?
Minus.
Minus. Very good. List of items which were served at non-veg counter but not served at veg counter. Again?
Minus.
Minus.
Yes, but you're using minus in both the questions. You will get the same output or different output?
Different.
Different output. How? What you will do?
In first one, veg minus non-veg. In second one, non-veg minus veg.
Perfect. So in first one, that will be veg minus non-veg, and third question you will use non-veg minus veg. Okay, perfect. Write a SQL query to list all the books which are related to SQL. Yeah, in this question, I want you to write a query so that all the books which are related to SQL to be displayed. How you will solve this question? Anyone has tried this?
No, I tried, but not got the answer.
Tanya, have you solved this question?
Tried but did not get the answer.
No problem. You have tried that. That is more than enough. Let me tell you the solution of this. The table is created. We have inserted the record. Let me check the data. Let's start from books. So these are the books we have inserted. Okay. Now the question is, I want to see all the books which are related to SQL. Okay, which are related to SQL. Okay. Where name like like operator we have discussed, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have written this like SQL. You got the output as the basics of SQL, introduction to SQL and SQL basics. First of all, don't go with the output. Tell me from this query what exactly I'm trying to do.
In the string, if the where statement matches the condition, it will display the output.
So, oh yeah, that is correct. So why I have given this percentage at the beginning and percentage at the end? What is the purpose of this?
Yeah, anything value which present at the start and ending, it can compare. Filter condition.
Correct. I am telling that I want all the records where in which name has SQL, but I've given percentage in the beginning and I've given percentage at the end. So what I'm trying to tell is I am not bothered that a SQL word is present at the beginning, it is present at the end, or it is present somewhere in between. I am not bothered about that. Give me all the book names where just SQL word is present, whether it is present at the beginning, it is present at the end, or it is present in between. So now you see the output, the first record, the basics of SQL. Here SQL is present at the end, right? Here again SQL is present at the end. Here SQL is present in between. So that is what the use of your writing percentage in the beginning and the end. So the meaning of this is fetch me all the book names where just SQL word is present. I am not bothered it is present in the beginning or in the end or in between somewhere, right? This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the benefit of writing percentage in the beginning and at the end. So I'm just telling I want SQL word to be present anywhere. If you're writing percentage before and percentage after, that means you want SQL word to be present anywhere, whether it is in the starting or at the end, you're not bothered about that. Correct? So are you convinced with the output? Is this the correct output?
Yes. And we
No,
missed that
no, you have,
small case.
yeah, do you have this as well? This is pending. You have this as well. This is also pending because this is also a SQL book only, advanced SQL. This is also SQL book only, learn SQL. That's the other thing that this is in lower case and this is in mixed case. But I want this, all are the SQL related books and I want all this information. Suppose you have written this query, okay? You executed, you got this output. But the user will tell you that, okay, why you have not displayed this advanced SQL? This is also a SQL book. Learn SQL. This is also a SQL book. Why you have not displayed this? So you will tell that data is case sensitive. I have written uppercase, so uppercase value is coming. So the user will tell you that, okay, keep this in lowercase. Now you have kept this in lowercase. Okay. Now you will get output advanced SQL. Only advanced SQL is coming because the here only this is in lowercase. What about these all values? This is not coming. Why?
Okay.
Because in this record SQL is written in uppercase.
Upper.
First of all, is this clear or not? Problem statement.
Clear.
Okay. So what you will do to solve this? Have we discussed that case insensitive search?
Yes.
Yes. So what shall I do now? I will write lower will this work? You got the output now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Can anyone explain what I have done here?
Actually, where the name it matches SQL with lowercase and uppercase.
Perfect. I'm telling I have converted this to lowercase and I've written this SQL in lowercase. So now I'm telling here to SQL engine that wherever you have SQL, first of all, convert that in lowercase and then compare with this SQL. Correct? And that's why you got this output. Let me show you this. Let us start from. See what is happening here is this is the table. Okay, this is the table we have. try to understand from SQL engine perspective what is happening here. This is the table of your books table. Okay. Now, when you are executing this query, I think we have discussed this earlier as well, but try to understand it. When you're executing this query, so what will happen? The moment SQL engine will see that, okay, user has mentioned lower name like SQL. So what SQL engine will do, it will convert this name column to lowercase, but okay, this will convert this name column to lowercase. So this will be converted to lowercase. So let me write this. Okay. Now you can see it has been converted to lowercase. Okay. All are converted to lowercase. Is it clear? And then
Yes,
after
sir.
that, it will search for this SQL word. So now you see SQL is present here, SQL is present here, SQL is present here, SQL is present here, SQL is present here. You got the output for this. This will fetch you the output. Okay. Similarly, you can tell me that, okay, can we write using uppercase? Yes, you can write using uppercase. So what the SQL engine will do, the moment it will see that user has mentioned uppercase, it will convert all these things in uppercase first of all, and then it will search the value. Now you can see everything is converted in uppercase. Okay, and then it will search that. So if you're writing in uppercase, then you have to write this in uppercase. Okay, and then it will search SQL word is there or not. So it is present here. So present here, present here, present here. So this will be your output. Is this clear?
Yes,
You
sir.
should know that how SQL engine is interpreting your query, what SQL engine is doing. Okay. So you can write this way, or if you want to write this in uppercase, so you can write this in uppercase as well. You can write using upper as well, but you have to convert this SQL in uppercase SQL. Hope this is clear. Okay, now, but I have a question. So here I have told you that SQL will convert this in lowercase. Okay. So do you think now the data will be saved in this format, or this will be in original format only?
Original format only. Yes,
Original
sir.
format only. Don't think that now the data in the database will be, all data will be converted in lowercase. No, it is just a copy the SQL engine will create, and it will play with this to search this. And after it will fetch you the result, it will destroy this. This will be deleted. So it will not, it's not going to disturb that original table. That is why every time it will make a copy of this in the buffer, and it will play with that. Okay. Any question on this, guys? Is it clear or not? This question.
Yes, sir. Clear, but last output is not displayed.
Which one? This one.
Yeah.
This is not displayed because we are searching for SQL word, and this is not similar to this because here you have hyphen in between.
iPhone. Yeah, okay.
Hyphen in between. Okay.
Yeah,
But
okay.
if the question is that I'm not bothered if there is any special character, hyphen, comma, or spaces, so you have to fetch that as well. So for that we can use in-string function, and through that we can solve this. So when I will come to that substring and in-string function, I will tell you that how to solve it. But if you're interested in in-string function, so I think yesterday I have covered in-string function in that weekend batch. You can go through my recordings, but we will cover that in our regular classes as well. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Any other question, guys? Anyone? No questions? Okay. I will show you some more thing here. Okay, how was the today's session? Was that complicated you have faced, or it is fine? How was that? Please tell me honestly.
Yes, sir, it's good for me.
Okay, so have you noticed that, okay, this was a bit complicated because I know we have covered some advanced, like row number was new. We have used multiple subqueries. Okay. So how was that with you, Danya? Was that complicated?
Was able to understand, but the thing is not able to solve it alone.
Okay, okay, okay. No, not an issue. So that is what I'm planning, that now base almost we have covered the base. So now we will proceed with the advanced concepts of SQL. Okay, so for that it is very important to practice. Okay, so this all know from this, no, from this it will become is complicated concept, but don't think they are tough. Okay, don't think they are tough. Just you have to practice the assignments, and from today and tomorrow onwards I will concentrate more on the numerical. If you see today we have solved only the questions. Okay, that is important. Okay, so that's what I'm telling. I'm repeating this base, revise this again and again. Now the questions will revolve around this only. Okay, and then we will do some more numericals, no more problem statement. Okay, so sometime you might feel that, okay, this is tough, something like that. Please tell me if you want me to repeat those concepts. Okay, because yeah, if I'm just telling you theoretical, maybe I can cover the theoretical part and I will run that. Okay, this is done. That will not take much time, but that will not be of much useful. So you should know how to solve the query, and this is the problem with most of the students. They will tell that I know the theory, but I fail in writing the queries. So that's what you should practice the queries, and that's the only way. Okay. Perfect. So now I'm executing this where lower name, like I have written something as percentage, percentage, percentage. I'm running this, and tell me what is happening here. What is happening here?
We got the output.
You got the last output as well.
Yes.
Okay. But I will not suggest that this is the correct way to write this query. This is having some limitations as well. But just to show you that you got the last output as well. Okay. But this way is not the correct way. There are some limitations to this. Okay, I will show you that. But before that, what is happening here? Who will explain? Now I've written percentage S, percentage Q, percentage L, percentage. What I'm trying to fetch, what I'm trying to tell to SQL engine from this one. I'm trying to tell to SQL that search those names where S is present anywhere, Q is present anywhere, L is present here. Okay. So the SQL has observed that in SQL, this last you have S, you have Q, you have L. So that is why in the name, wherever S, Q, L, something like that is present, it will fetch you that value. So this is the benefit of writing percentage S, percentage Q, percentage L. It means just I am searching for the letters S, Q, L, but here I am searching for the word SQL. So this is the difference. Here I'm searching for the letters. Whether letter S is present, letter Q is present, or letter L is present. Is it clear?
One doubt over here.
Yeah.
When we say like this,
Mm-hmm.
in the third insert, there is something like SQL basics.
Uh-huh.
So S is present at the beginning of the SQL also, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So why it did not fetch that pattern? Or at the end of basics also S is there.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Okay, can you repeat, Danya, once again your question?
No, we were saying if anything present before S is fine. So at the end of basics S is there.
Mm-hmm.
So why it did not fetch that pattern?
You are talking about this query, no?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me tell the purpose of this query. From this query, what I'm trying to tell to SQL engine, that SQL fetch me those names where the letter S is present, letter Q is present and letter L is present. First of all, try to understand the purpose of this query. So from this query, I am trying to tell SQL that SQL fetch those names where letter S is present, letter Q is present, and letter L is present. I am not bothered about the word. I am just concentrating on the letters. It means I want the letters to be present, S, Q, and L. Let me run this query. So if you will see the output of this, in all these outputs, S is also present, Q is also present, L is also present. Okay. Now let me show you something. One minute. I'm inserting this record. Sorry, Queen London. Okay. This record has been inserted in this table. Now I'm executing this query. You got this output? No, sorry, Queen London. Why you got this output?
Okay.
Because here I'm telling I just want letters. This 3 letters must be present. So in this, sorry, Queen London, this 3 letters S, Q, and L are present. Correct. But if I will execute this query, let me execute this query. Sorry, Queen London, this is not coming here. Why? Because here I am concentrating on this word, that this word must be present. Correct now? So that is why this word SQL is not present here. Letters are present. S is present, Q is present, and L is present. So from this query, I'm just telling that I want this letters S, Q, L. Is it clear now?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you sure, or you want me to repeat? Please tell me.
No, I got it.
Okay. So that is what I told you in the beginning, that I agree that if I will run this query, you will get that last output S-Q-L, right? But this is the correct output or not? You got the last output using this, but this is an incorrect output because the question is I want this word SQL to be present. Mukilan, is this clear? Hello, Mukilan, is this clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Perfect.
Okay. For that, I will tell you that in string function, how you can solve it. Okay, so I think it is close to 8:10 now. And how many numericals problems we have solved? Till 5th we have solved, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Yeah, few are pending. We will discuss this tomorrow. Okay, fine. So let me know, guys, if you have any other question. So yeah, Dhanya, you have posted one question yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So do you have time? You want to discuss now?
Yeah, if you are okay.
Okay, fine. Sure. So others, if you want, you can drop. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
And then they can be on the same dates. Let's start from device. Dani, is it possible? Can you message me on the chat box, Zoom chat box? Is it possible?
Yeah, sure. I'll.
Please. List implies join on same date. Okay, you have shared some query as well.
Yeah, okay. I'll.
Okay, yeah. So new batch I'm starting on 26th February, I think. Yeah, 26th Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And this time many have registered, close to 70 participants they have registered. So I'm very happy for the first time, like I've crossed 50 participants. So for you guys, if you want to repeat any of the concepts, so you can attend free of that is free of cost. You don't have to pay the fees again. Okay. So if you want to repeat any particular topic, you can attend that. Okay, that's what I thought of informing you. Dani, are you sharing the query as well? Okay, fine, it is there. Fine, let me run this here. Question. Just implies in the same date. Okay, fine. So this is the question. The question statement is Okay, the question is list employees joined on same date. So in a particular organization, so suppose HR, they want to fetch the employees who all have joined on a particular date. So the joining date is same. That's what is the question. Hope the question is clear, right? They want all the employees who has joined on some particular date. Okay. So this is the query. Select a star from employee. E is the alias you have used, where hire date in hire date or joining date, whatever it may be. Select hire date from employees where E dot employee ID is not equal to employee ID. E dot employee ID is not equal to employee ID. 1 minute. Select star from employees E where hire date in. Select hire date from employees from where E dot employee ID is not equal to E dot employee ID. Okay. Okay, so this is a concept of join actually. Okay, whenever you are working with subquery, okay, whether it is independent query or correlated query. So first of all, try to understand what the inner query will give you, and this is the concept of actually correlated query. Okay, so here what you are telling that select the hire date from this employees table where E dot employee ID is not equal to employee ID. So from this, I will suggest you can use an alias here as well. That will be very easy to read the query. Make this as a practice. Whenever you're writing SQL queries, try if you have more than one table, you should use alias. Okay, that will make the query readability very easy. Here you have used employees table, alias is E. So you should write that hire date E dot. So the moment you will write this, no user will understand that, okay, this hire date column is coming from this employees table. Okay. Similarly, you have B dot hire date from employees B, where E dot employee ID is not equal to B dot employee ID. Okay. So for this, first of all, I have to create a table. Okay. And that will be easy to understand. Create.
Yeah, hello, sir. I have one doubt on this query.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, on that inner query, they're comparing that employee ID who joined on same date, but the condition they mentioned as not equal to, I think.
No, they have mentioned this ID. ID not, I will explain you this. Okay?
Oh, yeah, ID. Yeah, got it.
They have not taken the date. They have played with the ID. ID, okay. But that's fine. Okay. So create table employees, employee ID, and let me keep this as a number. And then take the hire date. Yeah, using this date function, date data type. You have created this table, then insert into employees values. Employee ID, let's say it's 1, and then let me copy the format of that. Yeah, don't get confused with this. I'm something writing here because I know I have not covered this now. Okay, so this is just a syntax whenever you want to insert any date. Okay, you have to write 2_ date and this date and this format. This is the syntax for that. To insert it, let me check the data. Awesome. Voice. February 1990 is coming here. Okay. Let me insert one more record. And suppose here the ID is 2 and he has joined on the same date. Okay. And then I'm taking records 3 and 4. Guys, please stop me if you think something you're not able to understand, although I have not written query right now. Six. So actually, this is an interesting question. 93. Okay, first of all, let me show you the data, what I've inserted and the purpose of that. So this is the data. Okay. Let me sort this. By employee ID. So now if you see employee ID 1 and 2, they have joined on the same date, right? 6 February 1990, correct? Third and fourth employee ID, they have joined on the same date, 1991. Employee ID 5th has joined in 1992. Employee ID 6th, they have joined in 1993. So suppose this is our data we have created. Now question is telling list employees who has joined on same date. So in this data, tell me the 2 employees who has joined on the same date.
1 and 2, 3 and 4.
Perfect. 1 and 2 has joined on same date. 3 and 4 has joined on same date. So this is the output what we are expecting. Okay. Now let me execute this query first of all.
You got it.
1, 2, 6 February 1990, 3, 4, 6 February 1991. So you got the correct output. Okay. Now let's try to understand what is happening here. So far, any question?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So please try to understand. This is a concept of correlated query. Okay. Or to make it more simpler. So Dania, I have not done anything to your query. The same query what you have given, I have just copy pasted here. Just the aliases I have mentioned. So hope you will understand if I'm mentioning aliases, that will not change the logic of the query. Okay. So don't think that I have changed the logic. It is exactly same. So just I'm using aliases because that improves the readability and we can understand that which column we are taking from which table. I've done this and you will get the same output. Okay, you have the same output. So you are convinced that, okay, this query will give you the expected result, what you are expecting from this question. Now, let's try to understand what is happening here. First of all, let me copy this in an Excel sheet. By the way, this is a very good question. I will add this in my assignment list as well, so that all the coming batches will show this how to solve. One more question you have shared, Dhania, I forgot. That was also a very good question. I thought of adding that as well. I forgot that question. What was that? Okay. Now let's try to understand that what is happening in the screen. Okay. E.employee ID, E.hire date from employees E. Stop here. Okay. From this employees E. So first of all, think from SQL engine perspective. First of all, SQL engine will make a copy of this table. Fine. And we have given the alias as E. I've given alias E here, right? So it will give an alias E to this. Okay, it has created a copy of this original table. It has given this alias E. Okay, fine. What all columns you are looking for? Employee ID and hire date. It will pick this employee ID and hire date. Let me highlight this. And this was highlighted already.
Tanvir, I have to leave.
Ah, yeah, Prasad, you can leave now. No,
Thank you all.
no problem. Okay, thank you. Okay, so so you want employee ID and hire date. This is done. So far we have understood that from this employee table, we want these two columns. I mentioned that, okay, this is the copy of this values we want. Now, after this, what is happening? Where E dot hire date, that on hire date, you are applying some filter condition. What is that? You are telling E dot hire date, you are applying some filter condition on this. So what filter you are applying here, that is what you have to understand. Now let's come to the inner query. Select B dot hire date from employees B. So now you are creating one more alias employees B. So it means now you are making one more copy of this. Okay, fine. Let me keep it here. This is employees B, right? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Okay. So now it has entered, SQL engine has entered the inner query, B dot hire date. It is selecting B dot hire date. It means you want this. SQL engine is looking for this hire date. Okay. From which table? Employees B. Employees B table. This is the employees B. Second copy he has created. From this table, you want hire date. Okay. Now the important thing, the condition where E dot employee ID is not equal to B dot employee ID. Now, E dot employee ID is this column, correct?
Yeah.
Let me highlight this. And B dot employee ID is this column. Now, how this will execute this? First of all, your query will start from this outer query. In correlated query, it starts from outer query, but in independent query, it starts from the inner query. I will tell you why and all those things, because right now I'm not teaching you those concepts of independent and correlated. So for the timing, just understand that your correlated query starts from the outer query. So first of all, it will search for this employee ID hire date from employees. It means this table, and this is the condition. If this condition will fulfill, it will give you that record. If it will not fulfill, that will not give you that record. So first of all, always your SQL engine starts from the first record. So this is your first record. Let me highlight this. This is your first record. Now, SQL engine will fetch this record, or it will display this record when only when this condition is getting fulfilled. Do you know this or not? Any question on this?
No, sir.
Always, if you're writing any SQL query, when that will display your record, when the filter condition is getting matched, correct? No,
Yeah.
right? That's the concept of SQL. If you're writing any SQL query, if the where condition is getting matched, then it will fetch you the data. If it is not getting matched, it will not fetch you the data. Is this clear?
Yes.
We all know this.
Yeah.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Clear, no? That's
Yeah.
what I'm telling you. SQL engine will start from the first record, and then it will validate if this condition is getting fulfilled or not. If this condition is true, fulfilled, then it will give you this result at the output. If it is not fulfilled, it will move to the next record. Correct? Again, for next record, it will check that if this condition is getting fulfilled or not. Again, if it is not getting fulfilled, it will move to the third record. Correct? This is the way, right? Now, let's try to understand what is the condition here, what this condition is telling you. As of now, SQL engine is standing at this particular record. Okay. And now what it is telling that hire date, it means this column hire date, what it should be in this particular value. Select B dot hire date. So this is telling B dot hire date. Now it is telling go to the employee B hire date. Okay, now I have entered this one. Fine. I have entered this one. Now what I have to search here from employees B. Okay, I have taken hire date from employees B. That is fine. But what is the condition? A dot E dot employee ID is not equal to B dot employee ID. Okay, E dot employee ID is not equal to B dot employee ID. What is the employee ID here in E, which we are considering now? It is 1. But I am telling there should not be equal to an employee B such that employee ID which is not equal to this 1. So which is that output? So this is the output. It means I am concentrating on this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is it clear so far? Because
Yep.
I mentioned the condition that search the hire date in employee B table, but the condition is employee ID should not be same. So only this records employee ID is not same. Correct? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
First of all, tell me any question on this. Any questions so far? First of all, then I will proceed further.
Tanvir, somehow my mind is thinking like employee ID 1 is comparing with employee ID 1 in B
Correct.
and taking the higher date as 6 Feb 90.
No. See. You are correct. It will compare this employee ID with all this employee ID. Correct. But here, what is the condition? The condition is telling employee ID should not be same. So it is comparing this one with this one. But do you think they are same? But the condition is they want that should not be same, is not equal to. This operator is not equal to. So this records are the records which is not equal to 1. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now your query is telling that fetch me the higher date from the second table employee B. But I want only those higher date where the ID is not equal to the ID which you are concentrating as of now in this employees A table. So here as of now, we are standing on the first record. Now then we are jumping to the second table and the condition is give me the higher date. Okay, but which higher date you want? I want those higher date where the IDs are not same in two tables. So here we are concentrating on ID 1. So here ID 1. So we will not take this one. Why? Because here the ID is same. But the requirement is in the query you have mentioned ID should not be same. So it means I want these records. Okay.
Okay.
In this records, what I want? Higher date. So finally, the result what you will display, what you will show here, you want e.employee ID. That's what you have mentioned here, e.employee ID, comma, e.higher date. Okay. Okay. But that now, okay, one minute. Let me remove this here. This will confuse you guys. Okay. So from this employees B, you got this all higher date. Is it clear?
Yeah. Got it.
When you will run this inner query will give you all this higher date. Is this clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear.
Clear. But now there is one more condition. Your outer query is telling you that I don't want all the higher date which is coming from the inner query. I just want that higher date which matches with my higher date.
Yes.
His higher date is 6 February 90. So now you will match this 6 February 90 with all these green color records.
No, sir.
Correct?
No, sir. Actually, yeah, we need to match, but matching one is second one.
Second one means this green color. Now this is in a scope. So you are telling in this query that I want those records where the higher date of this E. This is the higher date of E. This should be equal to the higher date of this B column, but except this red color record because this has filtered out based on this condition. Now you are comparing this higher date with the higher date of B table, but with this records only. And when you will compare, this is 6 February 90, and here this is the 6 February 90. So it means this is getting fully matched. Is this clear? No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, got it,
understood.
sir.
But
Yeah, sir. I think for the higher date from employee B, I think we can neglect this 4, 5, and 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6 because in where condition.
That's what I'm telling. This is neglected.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
the
sir.
only one which has fulfilled all the condition. Now read the query from beginning. Okay, read the query from beginning again. First of all, we are standing at the first record. This is the way SQL proceed. This is at the first record. Now SQL will check that if this condition is getting fulfilled, then it will display the first record. Correct?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what the condition is? E.higher date in select B.higher date from employees B, where E.employee ID is not equal to B.employee ID. This is a very simple condition. Employee
Yeah, okay,
should
sir.
not be same.
Yeah, now I got it, sir.
So employee ID should not be same. This is the one condition. If I will go with this condition, I will get this records. So here for this records, employee ID is not same. Here employee ID is 1. It means from the next table, I don't have to take employee ID 1. I want to take all these records. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Tanvir, one doubt.
Mhm.
So in the query where we have said to look for the match of hire date.
Mhm. Sorry, can you repeat, Dhanya?
No, I was asking in the query,
Mhm.
we have not said anywhere to match the hire date, no?
I will tell you. I will explain you that. I will explain you that. That's
Okay.
what I will explain you. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me tell you from beginning once again. Okay. See, this is very interesting query. So don't think that this is tough, but this is really interesting. Try to understand. Okay. Not a problem. First of all, your SQL engine is standing at the first record. Okay. Standing at the first record. Now what the condition is, this you understood this condition. First of all, is this clear?
Yeah, understood.
This condition is telling me that fetch means compare with second table only those records where employee ID is not same. Why this condition has been given? Because you want to fetch the different employees. No, you
Yeah.
cannot fetch the same employee. You want to fetch different employees. So that's why employee ID should not be same. So for this employee ID 1, you will compare this with this records. Tell me first of all, is this clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear.
This will be compared with this records. Will it make sense that you are comparing same record, employee ID 1 and employee ID 1? That doesn't make any sense. So that's why you will be comparing with different other employees. And then you will check. First comparison is over, that you are comparing with different other employees. Second comparison, what you will do, that the hire date should be same. If the hire date is 6 February, same 6 February should be present in these records. That's what two things you will compare.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
So that is what you are doing here. First of all, you implemented the condition that employee ID is not same. So as per that, you got these records. Okay. Now the next condition you have told that, but I want hire date which should be present in this hire date. So this is the condition, Dhanya, which is getting matched. They are matching the hire date in this hire date. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Then they are checking that hire date should be same. It means they are comparing this one record with this record. That is fine. But the next condition is please validate the hire date. The hire date must be same. So here hire date is 6 February 90. This is also 6 February 90. It means this record is matched. Okay. After this, it will check for the next hire date. Is this same as the 6 February 90?
No.
It is not same. So this will not be fetched. Okay. It will move to the next record. Is this hire date same as this hire date? No, this is not same. This will not be fetched. Is this hire date same? No,
No.
This is 6 February 92. This is 6 February 90. This will not be fetched. Again, this will not be fetched. So this is the way. The final, what is the output? This is the output and compared to this output. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, after this, your SQL engine will go to the second record. It will then hit this record. Okay. Now, just let me explain one more. Okay, then it will be more easier to understand. Now, after this, your SQL will go to the next one. I need just 5 more minutes. Okay, don't be in a hurry. You've understood almost 90%. So now after this, SQL will enter your second record. Now this record is in operation. Now for this record, now tell me what is the first condition it will check?
ID not equal to ID.
ID not
2
equal.
is not equal to 2.
So this will be not counted, right? You will not count it. So this will be in comparison, and these all candidates are in competition with this two. Am I correct so far?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After this, what you will compare? This condition. That
Higher
higher date should be same.
Hire date. Yeah.
Higher date should be same. So here higher date is 6 February 90. So do you have 6 February 90? It will start from the first record of the next table. 6
Yeah.
February 90, they both are same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This condition has fulfilled. Okay. Now it will compare with this record?
Yes, sir.
No.
No.
Because this is ruled out.
Yes.
IDs are same. This is ruled out as per the first condition. We compare with this 6 February 91. It is same as this higher date?
No.
This will not be fetched. Similarly, it will search for all the, it will compare for all the remaining records and what will fail. Correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Now, suppose, imagine you have one more record 7 here. Assume that, okay? and suppose the higher date is same. So then when it will compare with this, higher date will match. So it will fetch you this record as well.
Yeah.
Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Understood. Yeah.
Okay, so you understood the logic of correlated query. Okay, so correlated query, it starts from the first record of first table. It will compare, it will scan all the record of the next table.
Next table.
If the data is fetched, it is matching the conditions, it will give you the data. After that, it will move to the next record. Again, it will do the scanning of the second table. Such if the condition is fulfilled, it will give you that record. Then it will move to the next table. Okay. So this is one part of correlated query. In correlated, you can segregate this based on department, technologies, and all those things. But I will not go on those concepts as of now. So hope this is clear.
Yeah. Understood.
This was very interesting question. I will add this in my what I can tell that assignments. And then yeah, if you will permit, I want to post this question on my LinkedIn platform. This was very interesting question. Will not
Yeah, but it's there in Google as well.
is there in Google? Okay, that's
Yeah.
I will publish it. It was very, very interesting question. So for the new joinees, freshers, it will help. So actually what happened, I started posting some complicated and tough questions on my LinkedIn. I'm not sure how many of you are following. So many of my followers or connections, they told that, okay, I have joined, that you are sharing some simple questions. We are freshers and all those things. So please share some simple questions, some basic fundas of SQL. So then from Thursday or Friday onwards, I started sharing some simple questions. So that's what I'm planning, that mix of simple and tough questions I will publish on the line. Okay, guys, I've taken a lot of time. So, but that I hope you all have understood the concepts. Okay. Fine. We will meet again tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.